Breaking 30 seconds in the 50 freestyle is a special barrier many swimmers want to do. Now in this video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process that is going to get you there. Not only how to get there, but also how to improve in freestyle in general. If you want to get faster, this video is for you. Before we dive into the process, we first need to understand a few things. Let's look at Caleb Dressel's world record 50 freestyle that he set a few years back. I want to draw your attention to a couple of points. To the untrained eye, it may look like swimming fast just involves moving the arms and legs like crazy. But here you can see Caleb Dressel setting the world record in the 50 freestyle, and everything he does is calculated, from the number of strokes he takes to the kicks off the wall to how many breaths he takes. And we're gonna understand why that's important. Now let's look at him from underwater in his first 50 of the 100 freestyle. Here we see Dressel diving in for 100 freestyle. We're gonna observe him from underwater so that we can see what his stroke is doing when he's going a little bit further. You can see right away that his arm is over a barrel, as if he was over a ball trying to push it back. And another thing I want you to notice is that he gets his fingertips pointed down to the bottom of the pool as quick as he can to catch the most amount of water. This is what we need to do when we swim, no matter what distance. Step one is count everything. As you saw with Caleb, everything is calculated. Going fast in freestyle is just not a random movement of the arms. I get my athletes to count their strokes and get their time for a particular distance. This is also known as your SWOF score. When you can take less strokes and go faster, you're becoming more of an efficient swimmer. Give it a try, it's gonna improve your freestyle. Step two is identifying the type of stroke that is most natural to you for going fast. Let's look at Caleb again and identify his stroke that he uses. And then we're gonna look at another sprinter, Jordan Crooks, and look at the other style that is available to you as well. Here we see swimmer Jordan Crooks breaking the world record for the 50 freestyle. First man to go sub 20 seconds, and his style is very windmill. It's evident how he puts the power into his stroke. This is natural for so many people when they try to go fast, and you can see it works for Jordan. Simply amazing. Here we can see Caleb Dressel's throw and grab style, as I've dubbed it. It differs from Jordan Crooks' windmill style because it leads with the elbow on top, and then he throws that arm upon entry and then just puts the hammer down. There's similarities which we're gonna talk about in just a second. When going fast, you have to use a different stroke than when you're going easy. Identify which of those fits you best and put the power down, and let's grab water. If you want to produce massive torque in your freestyle, you have to engage the core. And that is step three. We have to realize that our bodies are rotating around a center point. Imagine that there's a pole going from your head all the way down to your toe, and your body has to be elongated on that pole, shoulder and hips together, using the core to torque from one side to the other. Going fast in freestyle is actually a swing motion. Step four is pulling massive water. Now, you noticed when Caleb was swimming, one of the things that he did immediately was get the tips of his fingers down pointed towards the bottom as quick as possible. And we need to do that when we're swimming as well, when we want to produce speed. Let me show you what I mean. When you come in for the entry, you've got to let your hand sit, right? You rotate to catch, then we rotate that shoulder inwards, and then get our fingertips pointed to the bottom as quick as possible. This allows us to be over that barrel and produce massive power. Now, this is where swimmers get frustrated. They say, Lucas, I know how to do that, but for some reason when I try in the water, it just doesn't produce any power or speed. Well, the simple solution is you need to realize that your body is lacking swim flexibility. If your shoulder can't get right here, you won't be able to catch the water like you should. Click my Morph Your Body into a Swimmer in the link below, and that will show you how to improve that much needed swim flexibility. We're at the second to last step in the process. You're gonna wanna stay for the last one because that puts it all together. Now, step five is one of the most important parts of freestyle in general, and that is you have to relax on top and be powerful underneath. This was a lesson that I learned late in the swim game. As a distance swimmer, whenever I went to sprint, I would always be stiff and rigid and only go a couple seconds faster than my 1500 meter pace, which was just insane. We have to be able to be loose and relaxed. Swimming is not a sport where it's gonna benefit you to just be flexed all of the time. The loose and more relaxed you are when you swim, you might be surprised how much more powerful and fast you can be. Now let me show you a little trick on how to do this. To help you visualize what I mean by being loose on top and powerful underneath, we're gonna use this soccer ball. When you come around, your recovery should be loose. We're gonna lead with the elbow, driving forward with the shoulder. But as soon as the hand enters the water, we're gonna force it down with power. You wanna release that ball and push it down. And that's how we're gonna come through really strong. To mimic this in the water, we simply do the fingertip drag drill. Notice how my fingers are just dragging on the surface of the water. I'm keeping my recovery nice and loose, and this allows me to focus on the entry and come in with power underneath. So simple, so effective. And if your style is more of the windmill style, it's the same thing. We're gonna come across over the top, but then as soon as the hand enters, we push down with power. Over the top, we're loose and relaxed, and we get here, we put the hammer down. And you can do a drill called the windmill drill that will get you the windmill stroke. Here Caleb Dressel is doing it when he was wearing an old style bodysuit. He said that it forced his stroke to have the windmill style. And underneath we can again see how he gets his fingertips down to the bottom as soon as he can to create optimum power. This is what we want, guys. Now the final ingredient to make this all work and produce your best speed is of course how you train. You need to be aware of what you need to do in the gym, and it's super simple. You need to do pulling motions like pull-ups, lat pull downs, seated rows. You need to be doing core like I showed you earlier, long lever holds, getting the core to work in a swim-like motion, moving it from side to side. And then you need to work the chest. Swimming is a chest power sport. We use the chest a lot when we swim, so you need to do exercises that involve the chest. If you do those three areas, you will get stronger in the swim way. Then finally, you need to train for speed. If you swim slow all the time, you will never get faster. We have to train fast to swim fast. Now, I have Lou's Blue Book of Workouts that can show you exactly what you need to do. It's for free, and you can find it in the link below. Look for Lou's Blue Book, and that will help you learn exactly how you need to train in the water. Before we land the plane here, I want to show you something that I like to do in the water. Here, I'm just trying to manipulate the water to increase my catch. You need to do stuff like this to help increase your feel in different positions of the stroke. Just a quick tip. So many swim channels out there like Effortless Swimming, My Swim Pro, Team Razzo, and many others all have great advice on how to get faster. Now, if you want to see my take on those swim channels and what they're saying, check out this video. And if you like what we've been talking about, like, subscribe, it really helps us. Until next time, take care.